Hello my dear children, welcome back to the another session of our English class. How are you all? Hope you all are fine. We already completed the first unit, didn't we? Yes, so today we will start the second unit. So all of you take your English text and take page number 42. What is the name of the second unit? Very good, Wings and Wheels. Can you see some pictures there? What are the pictures that you can see there? Yes, you can see the pictures of some tourist places. Am I right? So, this unit focuses on traveling. I think most of you are interested in traveling. Am I right? Yes. Today, we will meet a story. All of you take page number 45. Tell me, what is the title of the story? Yes, A Shipwrecked Sailor is the title of the story. Now read the sentences given just below the title. The story of a shipwrecked sailor tells the saga of Luis Alejandro Velasco, a 20-year-old sailor who was washed overboard during a storm in the middle of the Caribbean Sea on February 28, 1955. Clinging to a life raft without food and water, he survived 10 days on the open sea. What happened to Velasco and his shipmates? Read the following extract from the novella and find out what happened to them. Students, before going to the story, let me ask you, who is the author of the story? Yes, you are right. Gabriel Garcia Marquez is the author of the story A Shipwrecked Sailor. Shall we go through the profile of the author Gabriel Garcia Marquez? Okay, let's go. Gabriel Garcia Marquez. Gabriel Garcia Marquez was born in 1928 in Colombia. He was a novelist, short story writer, screenwriter, and journalist. He was affectionately called as Gabo. He received the Nobel Prize for Literature in 1982. His famous works are 100 Years of Solitude, The Autumn of the Patriarch, and Love in the Time of Cholera. Dear students, hope you all understood the profile of Gabriel Garcia Marquez. First of all, I'll give you a model reading of the first 3 paragraphs. All of you look into the text. My first impression was that I was utterly alone in the middle of the ocean. The ship plunged into an abyss and disappeared. I had no idea what was happening. I took hold of one of the bobbing crates and stupidly began to contemplate the sea. It was a perfectly clear day, except for the choppy waves produced by the wind, and the cargo scattered across the surface. There was no evidence of a shipwreck. Soon I began to hear shouts nearby. Though the sharp whistling of the wind, I recognized the voice of Julio Amador Carabello, the tall, well-built officer who was yelling at someone, "Fatso, hold there!" It was as if in that instant I had awakened from a moment's deep sleep. It dawned on me that I wasn't alone in the sea. There, only a few meters away, my mates were shouting to one another and trying to stay afloat. Quickly, I began to think. I couldn't swim in just any direction. I knew we were about 50 miles from Cartagena, but I was not yet frightened. For a moment, I thought I could hold on to the crate indefinitely until help arrived. It was reassuring to know that all around me other sailors were in the same predicament. That was when I saw the raft. There were 2 life rafts about 7 meters apart. They appeared unexpectedly on the crest of a wave near where my mates were calling out. It seemed odd that none of them could reach the life rafts. In an instant, one of the rafts disappeared from view. I couldn't decide. I found myself swimming towards the one I could see, which was moving farther away from me. I swam for about 3 minutes. I lost sight of the raft momentarily, but I was careful not to lose my bearings. Suddenly, a rough wave pushed the rafts alongside me. It was huge, white and empty. I struggled to grab the rigging and jump aboard. I made it on the third try. Once on the raft, panting, whipped by the wind, immobilized and freezing, I found it hard to sit up. Then I saw 3 of my mates near the raft trying to reach it. Students, now all of you read the 3 paragraphs silently and try to find out the difficult words. Okay, hope you all read the text and identified the difficult words. So, shall we discuss those words and their meanings? Okay, let's go. Shipwreck, destruction of a ship at sea. Plunged into means fell into water quickly. Abyss, a deep hole. Bobbing, moving quickly up and down. Crate, large wooden container. Here you can see the picture of crate. Contemplate, to look at in a careful way. Choppy, slightly rough. Cargo means a load of goods. Here you can see the picture of cargo. Yell, to speak in a loud, sharp voice. Fatso means a fat person. Students, can you see the picture? Afloat means floating in water. Reassuring, removing one's doubts or fears. Predicament, difficult or unpleasant situation. Life raft means raft used for rescuing person who has fallen in water. Here you can see the picture of life raft. Crest, the top of a large wave. Do you see the picture? Struggled, tried very hard. Grab, to take something firmly. Rigging, the arrangement of ropes. Here is a picture of rigging. Immobilized, prevented from moving. Students, hope you all understood the meanings of the difficult words. Now I'll give you a summary of the 3 paragraphs. All of you listen attentively. Velasco, the protagonist of the story, and his 4 friends Julio Amador Carabello, Luis Rengifo, Castillo, Ramon Herrera, was sailing through the Caribbean Sea. Suddenly, a huge stroke hit the ship, and in no moments the ship was torn into pieces. When Velasco gained his conscience, he was in the middle of the ocean. There was no sign of shipwreck anywhere. He thought he was utterly alone, but a couple of minutes later, he began to hear shouts nearby. Julio Amador Carabello, the tall, well-built officer, was yelling at someone. Velasco felt relieved because he realized that at least he was not alone in the dangerous sea. He was holding on to a crate. Suddenly, he spotted 2 life rafts at the crest of a dancing wave. Afterwards seemed to be a struggle for some time. He caught hold of the raft, and in the meantime, one of the rafts disappeared. It was by then he saw 3 of his mates trying to reach the raft. This is the summary of the first 3 paragraphs. Hope you all understood the summary. We will continue this video in the next part, part 1b. All should watch the video. Thank you all.